Good evening, thanks for joining us on the news at 8 today, the 28th day of April 2025. I am Chidima Egeroka. First, the major headline. Deputy Speaker Kalu commissioned school building, roads, borehole and other projects in Abia State. Late gospel singer Osinachi's husband gets death penalty by hanging. Nigerian activists warn against slide into one-party state. We'll take our commercials and be right back with the details. Please stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Leading civil service society activists in Nigeria have sounded the alarm over what they call a calculated and systematic attempt by the Bola Tinubu administration to dismantle Nigeria's democratic foundation and transform the country into a one-party state. In a strong word statement titled Defending Democracy, a call to resist a one-party state in Nigeria, the activists warned that democracy without opposition is no democracy at all. World Bank IMF Springs meeting in Washington, D.C. global institution downgraded Nigeria's economic growth forecast, warning that poverty in Nigeria could worsen by 2027. Civil society CSOs and economic experts responded with concern, pointing out governance failures and proposing urgent reforms. Major issues identified: governance failures. The Action Aid Nigeria AAN and other CSOs cite poor governance, corruption, misplaced priorities, and weakened institutions as root causes. Economic challenges, inflation, insecurity, weak job creation, over-reliance on oil, and poor microeconomic management were flagged. Justice Wosu Iheme of FCT High Court Wuse Zone 2 in Abuja today, April 28, sentenced the husband of the late gospel singer Osinachi Peter Wanchuku to death by hanging. This was after the court found Wanchuku guilty of culpable homicide, resulting in the death of the celebrated singer on April 8, 2022. While delivering his judgment, Justice Wosu Iheme held that the prosecution had proven the burden of proof placed on it by the law and subsequently found the defendant guilty. Wanchuku first was arraigned on June 3, 2022 by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation on behalf of the federal government on a 23-count charge. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, has commissioned several development projects across Bende Federal Constituency of Abia State, aimed at improving education, road infrastructures, and access to clean water. Kalu, who represented one of the largest constituencies in Nigeria with 13 electoral wards, flagged off the commissioning exercise last Friday, covering Bende Town, Tumbwazu, and Uzuakoli wards. Dr. Nasiru Idris, the governor of Kebbi State, had denied report that he and 4 other governors are preparing to leave the All Progressive Congress. In a press statement on Sunday, the governor described the report as ridiculous, malicious, and the handiwork of uninterested political comedians. Reacting to the social media speculation linking him to a coalition led by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Idris reaffirmed his loyalty to the party APC, declaring that he is made in APC, by APC, and for APC. The People Democratic Party PDP National Working Committee has scheduled a meeting for Tuesday to address the wave of defections and other internal crises that have plagued the party over the past years. The storm had been long speculated before the dramatic defection of the PDP's former vice presidential candidate Ifeanyi Okwa, the Delta State Governor Sheriff Oboveri, and the entire PDP party structure in Delta, one of the former ruling party's strongholds. Army Chief, the Chief of Civil Military Affairs, Major General Gold Chibwisi, has warned that civilians caught wearing military uniforms illegally risks arrest and prosecution, in line with the Nigerian law. Speaking during a media chat with defense correspondents on Saturday night in Abuja, Chibwisi reiterated that while it's unlawful for non-military personnel to don military attire. The Nigerian Army does not condone violence against offenders. It is against the law of the land. If you are not in the armed forces, please. The price of a 50 kg bag of rice has dropped to 58,000 in some parts of Nigeria, particularly around remote areas amid imports from the Republic of Benin. A report by S&P Global has said, the report said that the West African parboiled rice marketing has slumped to a near 2-year low as supplies flowed into regional market following India's removal of export duties on parboiled rice. The 50 kg bag of rice has dropped from 80,000 to 58 as a result of the influx of the commodity to neighboring Benin Republic from where it enters Nigeria. Chairman Christian Chukwu was an institution at a time when the word institution still carried a rich and dignified meaning. His soaring presence in Nigerian football endured beyond the fleeting memory that often haunts sports league. We are fortunate to have had him for this long. His passing on April 12, 2025 at 74 shocked many who had for years worried about his health. His condition had notably improved after billionaire Femi Otedola $50,000 intervention paid for surgery in London in April 2019. A gesture Chukwu never forgot, always speaking of Otedola in the most glowing terms. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Pate, had said the presidential initiative for unlocking the healthcare value chain seeks to raise the percentage of pharmaceutical products made locally in Nigeria to at least 70% by 2030. In a video shared on X, Pate explained that the initiative also aimed to significantly increase the number of full-time employees working in life sciences manufacturing, with the current workforce of approximately 20,000 set to grow by tens of thousands. The minister also highlighted the establishment of Nigeria's new pharmaceutical manufacturing training institute, empowering academic Nigeria in partnership with Empower Swiss in Geneva. Ademola Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, has assured his supporters that he has not lost any of the people who supported his 2022 election. Also, he has advised them not to be concerned about those who have defected from the PDP. In a statement signed by the governor's spokesman, Olawale Rashid, and obtained in Osogbo on Saturday, Adeleke stated that rather than weakening the PDP, recent defection has only strengthened the PDP, thanks to the spread of various developmental projects being executed across the state. Now on foreign news. Canada held to the polls Monday in a pivotal election, one that will determine the country's approach to a newly aggressive United States under President Donald Trump. The race, triggered by the upfront resignation of Justin Trudeau, has centered on how Canadians should confront Trump's escalating trade war and annex threats. It's now appeared set for a historic turnaround. The Liberal Party, led by newly installed Prime Minister Mark Carney, is narrowly favored to win after a late surge in support, reversing months of conservative dominance under Pre-Olevri. While on sports, Juventus have pulled out of the race to sign Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen after Napoli slapped a $100 million price tag on the Nigerian international, with Saudi Pro League clubs now reigniting their interest in the forward. The Italian giants, who have been tracking the 26-year-old for months, have reportedly pivoted away from the Napoleon forward after balking at the steep valuation, according to reports from the Status Sports. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, a recap on our major headline. Deputy Speaker Kalu commissioned schools, building, roads, borehole and other projects in Abia State. Late gospel singer Osinachi husband gets death penalty by hanging. Nigerian activist warns against slide into one-party state. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com or follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Chidima Egeroka. Do have a pleasant night rest and stay safe.